Hi, my name is Crystella Pixie. My pronouns are she/they. I'm 26 years old. I know, I'm old. And I'm based in London/Surrey. So I've been dabbling in drag looks for the past 3 years or so, but my whole proper drag journey has taken off since the start of this year. So pretty much I'd say I've been doing it for the past 6 months, like properly. So I started doing digital drag shows, and from doing the first one back in January, it's kind of taken off a lot since then, which has been exciting but also very overwhelming that everything's happened so fast. But it's been amazing, and I've just been loved having that outlook again, that outlet in my life, and being able to do something I love outside of all the craziness that's gone on in the past year, and just outside of boring day jobs. It's nice to have that outlet in your life. And if you asked me this time last year if I would have imagined myself doing drag right now, would not have believed you for a second. But it's just been the best, and I'm so grateful to have such an amazing support network around me and to be in this position I am right now. So my drag inspirations, I'd say I'm an emo kid at heart. So I like to pay homage to all of the classic emo anthems, pop punk and everything under that umbrella that I used to listen to when I was in high school. Got us all through high school, so I was the one that didn't like to listen to the stuff in the charts, wanted to be the outsider, and I would just be in the corner rocking to My Chemical Romance, Green Day, Paramore, and I liked the element, doing drag and being in the part of the queer community. There's that outsider element to it still, and bringing that in with being a bit more alternative and being emo-y, and kind of combining the two sort of niches makes it who I am today. I always take a lot of inspiration from cult classic films. The Shining is my #1 favourite film, so I love Stanley Kubrick, I love Stephen King, and I love bringing those elements into my drag as well, kind of telling a story, paying homage to those cult classic films, and sort of representing things that sort of maybe not as recognised in today's society. And I've been a massive fan of Lady Gaga for the past over 10 years, so she comes into my drag as well. She's just been a huge inspiration to me throughout my life. And I'm also a theatre kid at heart. I've always taken part in musicals, so I like to bring that campy element too. So I'm a big mixing pot basically. So I think what makes me the ultimate drag challenger is that I'm a trained singer, I studied music at university, I've been performing for years in amateur productions, I'm a trained makeup artist, so I can bring all of those elements into my drag. I also like to tell a story. I've always had an eye for storytelling, and I like to bring that into my drag as well, and with my performances. So it's kind of bringing a whole spectacle rather than just a performance, if that makes sense. So I'd say my biggest competition is probably my drag mum, Scarlet Fever, because I would not be here today doing this if it wasn't for her. So it's kind of a crazy, weird situation that we're both in the same competition, competing against each other, but it's also amazing because she's just a phenomenal drag artist. Her makeup's stunning, her outfits are gorgeous, she's a huge musical theatre person too, so she's an amazing performer, and she completely owned the whole digital drag scene basically since the start of the first lockdown. She is now the empress of digital drag. She completely owned it. So yeah, she's definitely a powerhouse, but I'm really excited to do this alongside her, and even though it's a bit weird, I guess it's exciting. It's nice that we're in this together. So my biggest strengths, I would say, are my makeup skills, my performance skills, and my eye for storytelling. My biggest weakness, I'd say, just because I haven't been doing drag for that long, I still haven't built a lot of resources up yet, so I still don't have a lot of you know, outfits, wigs and everything, so I might struggle in that element more when it comes to like the runways or like the outfit challenges. But that's what we're here for. We're here to challenge ourselves and to like elevate our drag, so I will just try and make use of the facilities and resources I have, and I'm ready for a challenge. I mean, there's challenge in the title, so that's the whole point of it, isn't it? So I think what excites me the most about this competition is that there's such a wide variety of drag competing, so I think we can even, and there's a whole mixture of people that are more seasoned artists to people who have just stepped onto the scene like myself, but I think we can all learn something from each other, like, you know, even in all walks of life and in drag especially, you never stop learning. You can always continue to grow and thrive, so you know, like, I think we can all learn something from each other and like take inspiration from one another and use that to sort of elevate our own drag and inspire ourselves and motivate ourselves. So let's do it, bring it on.